Hello， 大家好，又係古家私房菜，古家為食肥仔阿 Keith。咁今日咧就好特別啦，帶大家嚟到中環咧馬爹利一間 Pop-up Store 嚟體驗一個非一般嘅 course 啊，就係教一個屬於我自己嘅 VSOP。咁事不宜遲啦，大家即刻入嚟睇睇先。好啦，咁啊行到嚟呢度有咩特別咧？大家睇下依紮酒，我話俾你聽，我諗平時咧我哋都唔會特登開嚟飲噶啦。由3000幾蚊到3萬幾蚊不等。好，介紹特別嘅嘢俾大家先，就係、是、呢個桶啦。呢個咧就係、是、因為呢個有一個 pop-up store 咧，咁係有期間限定嘅。咁呢桶酒咧就係、是、由馬爹利嘅釀酒師咧特別為香港呢個 pop-up store 去調教嘅一桶酒，全球只有呢桶嘅啫。咁同埋就算佢下一水再翻嘅話咧，都會有唔同嘅 Favour 嘅。咁之前第一桶咧就好快脆就賣晒啦。呢桶咧據頭先店員講就啱啱新翻嘅。咁啊，大家有興趣可以過嚟試下，好似900幾蚊有支700毫升，咁仲要期間限定嘅，一定要試啦。好，咁今日咧就嚟到 Landmark 呢度馬爹利一間 Pop-up Store， 裝咗一個 course 咧就係我馬爹利嘅專業嘅調酒師啦 Benjamin 啦，咁佢就會幫我哋去教我哋去品嚐一個調教一個唔同屬於自己嘅 VSOP。Mr. Benjamin.
Hello.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you all. Of course. So I think before we start the experience,
Yeah.
I mean there are a few things I'd like to point out, which I think are important.
Yeah.
So the first thing you need to know before starting the experience is understand where cognacs come from, how cognac is made, and what it is made of.
Yeah.
This will be useful for the rest of the experience.
Yes.
Probably no, but in order to call a cognac, everything needs to come from the France.
Yeah.
The French region of Cognac, which is in the southwest of France, just above Bordeaux. Bordeaux being, the really famous region for red wine.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. So cognac is made out of one important thing as well to remember is that cognac is made out of grapes,
yeah.
white grapes.
Okay.
And the kind of grape we use is called Uni Blanc.
Uni Blanc, okay.
So that's like for example you have Chardonnay or Sauvignon Blanc or whatever. The cognac grape the grape we use to make cognac is called Uni Blanc. Why do we use this one? Because it has a lot of mellowness, a lot of roundness, and a lot of fruity aromas.
頭先 Benjamin 講咧就係首先我哋了解咗干邑咧係一定係嚟自法國啦，同埋佢係嚟自一個干邑係法國西南部地區嘅一個 region 嘅。咁而佢用一個白提子啦，咁頭先個名我未複述唔到啦，咁但係一個好專業嘅名字。咁佢一定要嚟自嗰度咧先可以叫做干邑嘅。
It comes outside of France. It will be called a brandy and not a cognac. So whenever you see the name cognac on a bottle, it means it's from the French region.
Yeah.
So everything is made in France. The alcohol, the harvest, the grapes are picked there, picked in France in the cognac region.
Yeah.
The alcoholic fermentation, the distillation, the aging, the labeling, everything is done in France. The first step will be the harvest. We need to pick up our grapes. So usually this happens in September. So we collect all our grapes. Then we're going to press our grapes to have some grape juice. Once we have our grape juice, we put our grape juice into huge containers, and we add some yeast into it. Yeast is like a little bacteria that will come and eat the sugar inside the grape juice and transform the grape juice into alcohol, and thus into white wine. After this process, we have a white wine that is around 9% of alcohol. Once we have our white wine, we are going to distill it. Every cognac is double distilled, so we need to distill our white wine 2 times.
Okay.
So the distillation process is quite easy. So we put our white wine into copper pot still tanks. So you can see it over there.
No, okay.
You see on the image?
Yeah.
So it's quite explicit. So basically the distillation is about heating the white wine from below, extracting the grape aromas and concentrating the alcohol levels. After first distillation, we have a liquid that is around 32% of alcohol. Then we take this liquid again and we redistill it. We heat it from below, we extract the grape aromas and concentrate the alcohol levels. After second distillation, we have a liquid that is around 70% of alcohol, 70. 70% of alcohol.
And we say it will be a different level of the cognac is maybe based on the different years or on the harvest?
Yes. So basically, in the cognac we have different categories.
Yeah.
So we have VS, for example, which means very special, meaning the minimum, the youngest eau de vie inside the blend will be 2 years old.
Yeah.
Then we have VSOP, very superior old pale, meaning that the youngest eau de vie inside the blend will be 4 years old.
Yeah.
Then after we have Xo, extra old, meaning the youngest eau de vie inside the blend will be minimum 10 years old.
10 years old.
And then now we also have XXO for extra old,
Yeah.
meaning the youngest eau de vie inside the blend will be 14 years old.
OK，
1-4。
頭先 Benjamin 講咧就係嗱，首先 VSOP 咧，即係所謂應該干邑咧，係應該係佢會用呢個白提子去做啦。佢大概每年9月度咧就會收成咗之後咧，佢就會將佢榨汁啦，榨汁之後咧就會用雙重嘅嗰個蒸餾方式去做咗之後咧，咁我簡單嚟講咧就變咗一個生命之水啦。生命之水之後咧，佢就會係將佢用佢哋放入一啲木桶去釀製。咁如果 VSOP 咧 age 咗大約係4年到嘅，咁有啲 VS 就2年啦，XO 咧係去到10年以上㗎啦，已經係啦。咁嚟緊咧，阿 Benjamin 就會教我哋點樣去 brand 一支屬於我哋自己嘅 VSOP。咁原來生命之水佢每一支咧都會有唔同嘅，即係會近乎頭先聽佢哋講就係有100幾種嘅唔同嘅生命之水溝埋一齊去 make 咗個 flavour 出嚟嘅。咁現時我哋因為呢一 set 咧，只係可以喺我哋嘅 pop up 佢哋 pop up store 去做到呢個 experience 啦。咁暫時嚟講，好似冇記錯咧，香港有啦，新加坡有啦，法國都會有嘅，係啦。咁所以呢個係十分之特別嘅一個體驗嚟嘅。咁而家就我哋開始啦，可以。
So the first cognac we'll be trying is the VSOP pre-blend.
Yeah.
So it's a pre-blend of already 20 to 30 different eau de vies that has been created by Christophe Valto, especially for this experience. Only for this experience. And the VSOP pre-blend will serve as a baseline to construct our cognac today.
OK。
So what we'll do is only pour a few drops in a glass and try and detect the aromas.
OK， 而家就試一試呢個係一個基底酒，已經包括咗有20至30種生命之水喺裡面㗎啦。咁而家 Benjamin 叫我試一試佢。So I was putting.
Yep, enough.
Is that some how to say woody? Yeah?
Okay.
Wood
You have
and
a
some
bit of wood?
spicy.
Yes. So there is for me, when I try the VSOP pre-blend,
Yeah.
I get a nice fruitiness.
Oh, fruitiness. Oh, yeah.
I have a nice fruitiness, and when I go try and dig into the detail of what fruit, I have, like yellow stone fruits, a bit of apricot, for example, a bit of plum. And you talked about spiciness. There is some sweet spices into it. It's true.
Yeah.
There is a hint of wood as well.
OK。
Then you can have a sip.
咁頭先試咗呢個基底酒啦，咁頭先 Benjamin 就講，佢問我究竟有啲咩味，我就試到有少少木味啦，有少少叫做 spicy 嗰個香料味啦。咁同埋感覺上呢個咧，呢個基底酒係比我哋一般飲嘅干邑咧係比較清新啲嘅。咁但係你話我個 after taste， 譬如佢可能之後咧就有少少咁多辣喉，但係唔係話好嚴重嘅。咁我諗到時再調教完之後咧，又係會有另外一個感覺，同埋一路搖緊嗰陣咧，會係個 flavour 係咁出嚟嘅，會係。
Right. Now that we tried the first VSOP pre-blend, we'll try the VSOP plum jam.
Plum jam, okay.
Yes. So the plum jam is also a blend of around 20 different eau de vies. So already pre-blended, and also created especially for this experience by our cellar master Christophe Valto and his team.
Okay.
So just a reminder, all the cognacs you have here, they've been created especially for this blending experience.
OK。頭先 Benjamin 講就係我哋呢一 set 酒咧，頭先都講過啦，就係全部都係淨係 for 今次體驗去做嘅啫，出面係唔會有嘅。咁嚟緊呢個咧就係比較偏向一個金橋味重或者比較重嘅blending，都係有20至30種生命之水喺裡面啦。
Okay, so second cognac, yeah, it's the VSOP plum jam.
Plum jam, yeah. It's more fruity.
So there is a bit more fruitiness into it, it's true. A bit more, the fruit will be a bit more ripped, a bit more cooked.
Yeah.
So it will give an added sweetness into it. I don't know what kind of aromas you can detect, but personally, I have a lot of caramelized grapes.
Oh, caramelized. 咁呢就第二隻咧係比較為 fruity 啲，呢個係 Plum Jam， 呢啲較為 fruity 啲嘅酒啦。咁佢裏邊咧你聞落咧，咁當然會有生果味會重啲，同埋另外一個咧佢有帶一啲焦糖同埋有少少雲呢拿味嘅。咁你話叫我聞咧，同頭先嗰隻係真係會有唔同嘅。咁但係咪真係聞到雲呢拿味咧？我就焦糖味會有，雲呢拿味暫時我未聞到，但係可能我個鼻未夠好靈啊，咁所以爭少少。
Right. And now we can switch to our last tasting of cognac, which is the VSOP citrus.
Yeah.
So the citrus is also like the plum jam, a blend of around 20 different eau de vies. So the citrus, already to the nose,
Yeah,
you can really feel the difference between the citrus and the plum jam. And what's interesting to do before going further, it's take the plum jam, then citrus, or the other way around. You really smell the difference,
yes,
right?
Completely different.
Completely different.
同頭先 Plum Jam 呢個咧就完全係一聞咧已經感覺到係完全係兩個味道嚟嘅。咁呢個咧就會Plum Jam 係比較頭先就咁聞咧唔係好覺，你當有對比起上嚟咧，呢個係比較甜身啲嘅。呢個咧就會係清新啲啦，同埋我個人感覺咧嗰個木味會係重啲嘅，係啊。咁但係亦都係飲落去咧就比較清新啲，咁我就比較中意呢個嘅。好啦，咁而家就正式入樽啦。咁入嗰陣咧就 Benjamin 話唔可以掂到嗰個木塞啦，為準則啦，都係唔可以有泡啦，又係。
All right.
Yeah,
you have your own blend.
OK 專屬我嘅酒，馬爹利已經係有300年歷史啦，同埋本身嗱好坦白講，本身咧我之前喺對 VSOP 或者白蘭地嚟講，干邑嚟講咧，我哋係知道係由白提子去釀嘅啫。咁嚟到呢個 course 之後咧，就已經知道有好多裏面 inside story 啦。So thank you very much for today. Your lesson, your experience for me.
My pleasure, my pleasure. It was nice having you.
OK,
thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
好啦，咁今日咧就十分獨特嘅體驗啦，仲要有自己一支嘅VSOP 啦，自己屬於自己口味嘅。咁到時翻到去一定要再試，或者可能呢個我唔會試一試，到時喺度當係儲，當係一個珍藏嚟㗎啦。好啦，咁今日呢條片就差唔多啦。大家如果對干邑都有興趣嘅話咧，可以留言俾我，到時我可以俾多啲資料大家啦。咁就記得 follow 我 channel 啦，古家私房菜啦、Facebook 啦、IG 啦，同埋係我哋 YouTube 最緊要啦。好，咁下條片再見啦，拜拜。